looking for a compact SUV with smooth ride quality, plenty of standard technical and safety features for the money, a roomy interior, and comfortable front seats, in addition to a long warranty, you probably need to be looking at the all-new, fully redesigned 2022 Hyundai Tucson. Is it really bringing new excitement to the compact SUV market? Let's take a look and find out. And new for 2022, fully redesigned from front to back, inside and out, there is a new engine lineup that includes a hybrid and plug-in hybrid model and the impressive list of in-car safety driving aids and the technology. So let's talk about exactly what you're going to find exterior-wise, starting with the front end. From just the right angle, there's really a touch of elegance and class when you look at the daytime running lights. They kind of have that sparkle to them. It's just right. Add that blinker right here. That's why you want to use your blinkers when you're driving down the road, because these look so nice. They're so nicely designed that you want to make sure everybody in front of you sees them when you turn them on, and behind you too. You also have your headlights here, very tastefully done. A very nice kind of recessed design here that flows into this much larger grille. It looks nice, large Hyundai logo here in the middle, and just the overall look. While it's not really meant to be an elegant vehicle, it sure has the design of such, with the overall design of the front grille, the lower bumper here. You've got a little bit of depth. It really looks nice with the way you have the piece right here and then the bumper right here, kind of matching each other with the length they come out from the vehicle. It just works. But that's not all. Let's talk about what you can find under the hood if this is something you plan to buy, because there are multiple options. Like I said, depending on your personal situation, you can go with the traditional gas-burning engine, or you do have the option of a hybrid powertrain. Just depends on what it is you want. How about numbers for each motor? In the case of the 2.5-liter four-cylinder, it's 187 horsepower and 182 foot-pounds of torque, or the turbocharged 1.6-liter four-cylinder power or plug-in hybrid. You're going to find that being at 227 horsepower and 261 foot-pounds of torque. You can opt for front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic transmission. And let's talk about gas mileage for what we have under the hood right here. You're looking at 26 miles per gallon city, 33 out on the highway, and 29 combined. And depending on how you drive, if you drive carefully, 3.4 gallons of gas is what Hyundai says you should use with this particular engine combination per every 100 miles you drive. And while I'm a big fan of hood struts, well, you don't have the hydraulic hood struts to lift the hood here. You do have the traditional prop rod that you do have to put in place. But the thing I do like here, normally I really don't like these, but they're normally right here in this area, kind of in the way, so to speak. I like that Hyundai has it sitting back further, literally out of the way. Earlier I mentioned the fact that this Tucson has an enjoyable, comfortable ride quality, and part of that comes from the 55 series sidewall. That's how tall this area of the tire is. So these are 235/65 tires wrapped around 17-inch wheels. Really kind of mimicking a little bit of what we see with the design of the front grille with the design of the wheels. You do have your favorite option. The turn signal indicator is built tastefully into the side view mirrors. They are manually folding, but they are heated and power adjustable. You'll also find your blind spot monitoring among many other safety features such as lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control. It's all here, as is the overall look that is actually quite impressive here on the side. I like how everything flows from the lines kind of coming in, coming out a little bit at the right place, and then when you get to the door, it kind of has this look to it where it almost looks like a triangle of sorts, comes right down here, and everything just flows all the way down from top to bottom. But it's so well shaped in so many ways that you just almost can't take your eyes off of it. I would love to see a different exterior color that maybe accentuates these lines a little bit more. But we've got the shadows here to kind of show you how that looks. You've got the rear privacy glass. This model did come with the roof rails and the racks up here, so you can have extra area for cargo. We're about to talk about exactly what kind of cargo capacity you have back there, but one thing I know a lot of you might want to see, and I want you to see it because it's impressive. Check out that remote. That is really nice. A nice chrome look. It does have that feature that I know a lot of you like right there, which is the remote start. And an interesting observation here on the rear glass. Later on, after we finish this video, I'm going to go review the all-new 2022 BMW iX. And this is not an insult to BMW, but it is props for Hyundai, because on that BMW, you have the rear window wiper right out here in the open. Notice that it's not here. It's concealed away under the rear roof spoiler on this model. It really cleans things up back here. You have the nicely placed Hyundai logo right there. And then we can reach down here and open the rear lift gate. Yes, on the right trim level, that will come as power. What about cargo capacity in here? Obviously, you have quite a bit in this rear area. You can lower the rear seats via some releases here in this area of the vehicle, so you don't have to actually go up into the vehicle to do that. 38.7 cubic feet up to a maximized 80.3. You can tow up to 2,000 pounds. And when I showed you the undercarriage shot earlier, you might have noticed there was no spare tire under the vehicle. That's because it's under the floor right here, so no pesky tire repair kits to deal with. That's always a plus, because I know a lot of you don't like those tire repair kits. For a long time, Hyundai was known for really playing it safe among models such as the Tucson. 2022 is really quite the breakout year, really changing the game and upping the game with this particular model. As you can see with the interior, you've got the contrast here with the black and the white. It looks really nice. You've got the really, I'd say, tastefully done rear air conditioning vents on the rear of the center console. They're not just your traditional looking vents, more of a vertical view instead of parallel like you would normally have. And you do have the 2 USB ports down there. I'm still waiting to see more vehicles start coming with 3 USB ports, because you have room for 3 people back here in the rear. And when you don't have 3 people, well, your rear seat passengers can fold down the center armrest with the built-in cup holders. Now, this model does not have a sunroof, but the panoramic sunroof option is available. And here in the front seat, that nice classy look. Yes, I realize this is not a luxury SUV, but that doesn't mean it can't have a look of luxury. Hyundai doing a fantastic job with the way they've redesigned everything here, from the instrument cluster to the steering wheel. Kind of an interesting design here with the way that you have more of your traditional steering wheel up top. You've got those haunches right there that make it easy to hold on to. But here on the lower area, I really like what they've done right here. The steering wheel mounted controls is just kind of easy. You could almost drive down here with this lower area. I wouldn't recommend doing this because it's not really made for it, but it kind of is almost tempting to do that, almost like some kind of a Formula One car or something along those lines. And moving to the center here, you have 2 options, and neither is a bad option. The 8-inch touchscreen or the 10.25. Obviously, everything you expect to see there, easy to figure out, easy to use. You've got your rear view camera, got a couple of different options on this particular model, not fully optioned out. And so one of the questions you might have, Tom, normally by this point in the video, you've shown us the price from the dealership website. Well, since we are not at the dealership today, I'll have to tell you what the price is on this particular Tucson. As this particular model is optioned out, you're looking at $29,310. And I'm going to turn the air up just a little bit. I hope that fan speed doesn't bother you, but you can probably see the sweat starting to drip down my face. It is hot out here today in Northwest Louisiana. Now, you do have single zone climate control here, but obviously there are other options available. Plenty of connectivity here in the front seat. Your wireless charging would be right here if you had that. This model doesn't have it. And then for those of you who are not fans of push button shifters, good news, you don't have that here. You do have some push button options back here for turning off the auto stop start feature. You've got auto hold for your brakes. And then your heated seats, we definitely don't need the heated seats today. And here in the console, a reasonable amount of space for a compact SUV. Can't say that's too bad. And what about those driving modes? Let me show you exactly what those are. You have normal, sport, and smart. But speaking of driving, why don't we hop out on the road and see exactly what it's like to drive this Hyundai Tucson. Okay, we're gonna get out on the road for a quick test drive and see how things go. You know, you may not have a ton of horsepower here, but the big advantage to that is that you are going to have much better gas mileage. And to be honest, just easing into the gas pedal, I'm pretty impressed with how well this Tucson's getting down the road. You can actually feel the acceleration a little bit. Notice I said a little bit. I'm not trying to make it sound like it's neck-snapping performance, because it's not meant to be. But it is very impressive. The steering is nice and tight, not sports car tight, but it just feels nice and grippy. We're gonna hop out on the road here, so I am going to go into sport mode and just see how it goes. We're gonna get down the road a little bit here and let's see what happens. There's one advantage of that 8-speed automatic transmission is it's not going to have the same experience as you would with a CVT, but wow, I'm pretty impressed with that. For what it is impressive. Now, one thing you might be able to see is I have quite a bit of headspace here, just with the way the seat is set. I moved it forward a little bit, but not up or down, trying to leave things where I can for the drivers of this vehicle who own it. But I've got quite a bit of space above my head. I'm 5'10", so not lacking for comfort in that respect. Very, very nice. Everything's easy to get to, easy to use, has a modern look to it. I don't know what's not to like here. I'm always curious down in the comments section to see what all of you have to say as far as what you would like to see maybe done differently, changed, added. Tell me what you think. But overall, I have to say, I'm impressed with what has been done here. Handling is good. We're just kind of cruising down the road here. I like the feel of the brake pedal. Depending on what you're used to driving will determine, well, basically what you think about such things. And so if you are used to a vehicle with really aggressive brakes, this might feel a little soft to you, or maybe the other way around. To me, it feels very balanced and very comfortable. That's good. Gas pedal also the same way. You often don't think about that, but in some vehicles, gas pedals are more manageable than others. It just is what it is. Overall, the driving experience is good here. Not meant to be high performance, but still has a little bit of a sporty feel to it. So tell me down in the comments section, do you think that Hyundai is bringing new excitement to the compact SUV class with what we have here? Obviously, we've got other models that are being fully redesigned for the coming model year, such as the Honda CR-V. We'll have to do a comparison when that time comes. Right now, we don't have our hands on one just yet, but we will eventually. I have to say, I'm impressed with what I see here. This is the first Tucson we've had a chance to review here on the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel, but I guarantee you we will be doing more. So I gotta say a special thanks to my friend who was kind enough to loan me his for the day, really his wife's vehicle, so thanks to both of them. I gotta say a special thanks to all of you too for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out another of the videos that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.